Hey everybody, a Retro Geek Dad here, back with another toy review. This time we're looking at something pretty cool. So this is the Yokai Bone Brawler. It's a Powercon exclusive, and it's from Fwoosh. I picked this up from the Fwoosh website. It was about $50, so it was a little pricey, but I've always wanted a glow-in-the-dark articulated skeleton figure. So they did originally sell these out because it is a PowerCon exclusive, but they did have some come back on their website. I'm guessing maybe canceled orders or something like that, but I was able to grab one. But I am pretty excited about this. We're going to, kind of look at the packaging, open up the figure, check out articulation. A lot of accessories, a lot of different heads and stuff, so pretty excited. So stay tuned and we're going to get into it. Okay, so we're going to take a quick look at the packaging. So like I was saying, this is a PowerCon exclusive. It is part of the Yokai Fwoosh set, Bone Brawler. They did these in a few different colors, I believe, but this is the glow-in-the-dark version. So we have we do have our Fwoosh logo there. PowerCon Bone Brawler here at the top. The Yokai at the top of the package there. A lot of different heads. A couple of heads right there. Different hands. On the back of the package, we have a pretty cool illustration here. It just talks about the box contents. You want to take a look at that real quick. So a lot of stuff in the box. We do have our Bone Brawler logo here. Fwoosh, Fwoosh.com, Fwoosh Store, Facebook, I forgot what that one is. Instagram, sorry. Twitter, a couple of their, social media sites. On the bottom, we do have our UPC code and a little bit of the legal information there. So yeah, so pretty cool figure. Really excited to get into it and check out what we got, so stay tuned and we'll do that. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the actual figure itself. So we've got a little bit of tape here at the bottom, so go ahead and cut that. Okay, and slide the figure out. Set that to the side. Okay, there's our backdrop. It's just kind of a dark sky. It's pretty neat. And here is our figure. So we do have a bunch of accessories. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different heads, plus the one that's on it that makes 7. We've got some extra hands here, a dagger and a sword there. We do have looks to be a twist tie on the figure, so we'll go ahead and take that off. And let's see, just flip that over and we'll take the twist tie. So there's actually 2 twist ties. Got one there and one here. Okay, so here is our skeleton. So it's pretty cool. Texture's kind of grainy. I'm guessing that's because of the glow-in-the-dark paint. So we'll go ahead and we'll look at articulation real quick before we get with the other accessories. So we have looks to be like some kind of ball joint. Yeah, like a ball joint on the neck here. And pretty good movement there, left and right. We do have another ball joint actually inside the head, so the neck has 2 different ranges of movement. And the jaw on this one actually opens. So we have movement in the jaw there. The shoulders, we have rotation and movement on those, so pretty good. The elbows, they're single jointed, so we have movement there. And then with the wrists, we have a kind of a rocker, twist and turn, back and forth. So pretty good movement. The joints are nice and stiff. You can tell where the glow-in-the-dark paint isn't adhered to where the joints are on the inside. That's what that kind of grainy is. It does kind of want to rub off when you move the joints around. But continuing with, see, like right here, it kind of flakes off a little bit. Continuing with articulation, we do have a joint here at the bottom of the rib cage. So right there, and then we have another one here at the top of the pelvis. So movement there. The legs, we have movement there. Pretty good range of movement. The knees have movement there. Swivel, bend. The ankles, same thing. Rotation. They appear to be on a rocker, so we got, you know, side movements there. So pretty good. Yeah, pretty good movement for them. I feel like you need to be delicate moving the joints around, just because he's so thin. I don't know if the joints will break, or the non-joints, like, you know, the pieces here and stuff. But I feel like maybe you just need to be a little fragile moving him around, posing him. But the flaking on the joints, I kind of understand, you know, it's going to move around, it's going to have some paint scuff and stuff, so maybe that won't be too bad. I do want to check the glow-in-the-dark feature towards the end of the video. But let's go ahead and take a look at some of the accessories. So let me tilt this down here. So we do have quite a lot of heads. So we'll get started with those. So the first head that we're going to look at is a closed mouth. So the jaw is not articulated on this skeleton head. But otherwise it's basically, I guess, the same as this one. It's just the jaw is not articulated. And then we have a pumpkin head. That one's a little difficult to get out of the package. So we do have a pumpkin head. It was a little difficult to get out of the package, but that's pretty cool looking. And a few of the other heads. Just go ahead and take them all out. They are a little difficult to get out of the packaging. So we have a kind of like an angry skull. Yeah, kind of like an angry skull head with no articulating jaw. We have kind of a demon head. It's got some horns on it with an articulated jaw. And we have a, that's the angry one. We have another non-articulated jaw. This one does have like an exposed brain. That one right there. And we have another one that, it's got kind of a, it's like a symbol on the head, like a Chinese symbol, maybe a Japanese symbol. I'm not sure about that. That one does have an articulated jaw, and there was this little piece in his mouth. It's got a notch on it with a notch at the bottom of the mouth, so I guess that kind of sits in there like that. So right there. So there's that one. So really good assortment of different heads. Look at the hands real quick too. We'll get the packaging out of here. Okay. a little difficult to get those out. And we do have two weapons. We have a dagger and sword. Set that out of the way. So with the weapons, we have like a little dagger here. It's a pretty cool design. And with the sword, it's pretty cool too. And then with the hands, we do have a set of, it's like just open hands. And we have a pair of holding hands. A pair of holding, well, keep dropping it. A pair of holding hands, so he can hold his weapons. So yeah, so let's switch out the head. So I'll try to be careful. So, pops off pretty good. Let's try the pumpkin head. So, it snaps in pretty good. You can feel it. You can feel it snap in. Let's try the hands. Give them a little twist. So, and the peg's really tiny, so be careful swapping out the heads. Or, I'm sorry, the hands. Just because those pegs will break if you're not careful. Take that one. We'll put the other holding hand on. And let's try the weapon. So there is no separation between the thumb and the hands. So it's one piece. So you have to kind of go in there and wiggle it around. Kind of like that. So there's him holding his dagger. And with the sword. So because the dagger has that kind of arched edge, it's a little more difficult to get in, whereas the sword's just a straight handle. So there we go. So there we have our weapons decked out. Pretty cool. I think it's pretty neat. I kind of like it. I'm really excited about the glow-in-the-dark feature, so I'm definitely going to try that out. Different heads. So here is the non-articulated jaw. That one right there. The exposed brain. There we go. The demon head with the horns and the articulated jaw. That's pretty cool. And let's see what else. We've got the little mouth holding a little thing in his mouth. It's a little difficult to get on. There we go. There we go. And last we have the angry head. So here is the angry head. Which, I'm not too fond of that one. It kind of looks like an angry Skeletor head. But I think my favorite's probably the regular one that came with it, with the articulated jaw. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, I really like it. I've always wanted just a glow-in-the-dark skeleton figure. So I'm really excited to see how well it glows in the dark. So we're going to definitely check that out. But the only complaint I would have is probably just the flaking of the joints. Just on these little ball joints here. Just where the glow-in-the-dark paint is flaking. But I mean, that's really, you can't really avoid that because of the movements of the joints. So it's not too bad. But yeah. So I'm going to definitely try to charge him up as much as I can, and then we're going to turn the lights off and see how well he glows. But we'll set up all the, the heads and stuff. I'm going to try these other hands real quick before I do that, just so we can say we checked everything. So these hands are just kind of like open hands. Swap out this one real quick. And there we go. So those are the open hands with like the thumb kind of down. So there we go, like he's waving at somebody. So yeah, I'm going to charge him up real quick. We're going to come back and see how he looks with the lights off. So stay tuned and we're going to get into that. Okay, so we're back. I did kind of charge it up real quick. So as you can tell, it does glow. It's kind of like a spray kind of glow, but it does glow pretty good. I have all the accessories and everything set up. You probably can't tell, but all the places that the paint has flecked off, they're kind of glowing too. So that's really my only issue, is the paint flaking. So yeah, I'm gonna charge it up some more, and I'm going to take some still photos and have those at the end of the video. So those will be there at the end. I'm gonna have some better articulation and maybe some dynamic poses or something. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was kind of a quick one, but if you like my content, subscribe, thumbs up, drop a comment if you want to. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and we will catch you again next time.